Find your team. 트렌드와 함께 달려. Ready for action, let's go. 추억 건물을 찾으러.
Oh no! I'm lost! Where's the line? It just went away! What do I do? Help! I'll be stuck here forever!
Do not panic! Do not panic! We are trained professionals! Now stay calm. We are going around the leaf.
Around the leaf? I don't think we can do that.
Oh, nonsense. This is nothing compared to the twig of 93. That's it. That's it. Good. You're doing great. There you go. There you go. Watch my eyes. Don't look away. And here's the line again.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Soil.
Good job, everybody.
Oh my, there's quite a gap, Mr. Soil. Shouldn't we tell the Queen?
I don't think we need to involve the Queen in this.
Well, that's the example of being a good leader. Leader has the power to control and make a decision, but not every person can be a good leader. Leadership is a skill to step up on their goals. If you want to be a good leader, you have to stay with us till the end. We refer to a distinction between leaders and managers that says leaders do the right things, whereas managers do things right. But what are the right things? Are they the morally right things, the ethically right things, the right things for the company to be successful? And who says what the right things are? So leaders face dilemmas that require choices between competing sets of values and priorities, and the best leaders recognize and face them with a commitment to doing what is right, not just what is expedient. Of course, the phrase doing what is right sounds simple, but sometimes it takes great moral courage to do what is right, even when the right action seems clear. At other times, though, leaders face complex challenges that lack simple black and white answers. Whichever the case, leaders set a moral example to others that becomes the model for an entire group or organization. Whatever true leadership means, most people will agree that a minimum it is characterized by a high degree of trust between leader and followers. Well, we are from Group 4 and we're gonna presentate about leadership, ethics, and values. Before we jump into the material, this is the learning objectives. First one, to comprehend how ethics, values, and leadership are fundamentally related to one another in the context of organizational behavior. Second, to understand how values can have a big impact on how leadership behave. And the last one, to comprehend the relationship between particular value system and effective leadership.
Leadership and doing the right things. True leadership is characterized by a high degree of trust between leaders and followers. Benes and Goldsmith identify four key qualities fostering trust: vision, empathy, consistency, and integrity. Vision unites people around a shared purpose, while empathy involves understanding and connecting with followers. Consistency and integrity are essential for building trust as they demonstrate commitment to principles. Values, ethics, and morals. Values are crucial as they reflect an individual's important behavior or beliefs. Values shape career choices and actions, even prompting someone to leave an unethical company. In work settings, values affect decisions about joining, committing to, and leaving an organization. As well as interaction with colleagues, leaders must recognize their significance. Values may or may not align with ethics and morality, as not everything value is inherently valuable. Ethics seeks to guide behavior, though action may deviate from these principles. In practice, these terms are often used interchangeably. The difference between is values represent what's important to individuals, while ethics is a branch of philosophy dealing with principles of right conduct, and morality applies these rules in real-life situations. Next are the generational differences in values. Significant historical events, technological shift, and economic conditions shape the value of individuals growing up in a particular era, leading to distinct generational value system. These value differences can create tension in leader-follower interactions, with older leaders and younger followers having divergent core values. Researchers identifies 4 generations with unique experiences. First is veterans, 1922 to 1943. Shaped by the Great Depression and World War II, they bring stability but can be nostalgic. Second is baby boomers, 1942 to 1980. Post-World War II, they emphasize participation, equality, but can hold too many meetings. Third is Gen Zers, or Gen X, 1960 to 1980. Grew up with Watergate, downsizing, and technology, valuing independence, skills, and work-life balance. Fourth is Stars, 1980. Known as millennials, they are optimistic, value diversity, and prioritize personal interaction. Moral and ethical reasoning and action. Moral reasoning is vital in ethical decision-making, often differing from professed values. Bias like implicit prejudice and in-group favoritism can lead to action misaligned with state values. Ethical decisions often entail choosing between 2 ethical options, not just right versus wrong. Rushworth-Kidder suggests 3 ethical principles. First is end-based, second is rule-based, third is care-based. Applying this principle to specific situation helps determine the best choice.
I'll take a bowl, please.
1 bowl of grade A quality goop coming up.
That's pretty good goop. How's business been?
Pretty slow now that Violet has a fancy new restaurant. I need your help, Charlie Brown. She won't let me in because we are competing for customers. You have to go there and be my spy. I need to know her secret. I'll give you a lifetime supply of goop.
Deal.
And why do good people do bad things? Performance measurement system in organization can also pose ethical challenge. Pressure to meet performance metrics may lead to unethical behavior such as cheating the system or manipulating the system to align with one's interpretation of organizational goals. These ethical dilemmas often require individuals to balance accountability with morality and may necessitate taking action to address systemic issues. From leaders, maintaining moral vigilance is crucial in navigating this challenge.
Ethics and values-based approaches to leadership. Ethical leadership involves 2 key components. The moral person is principled, caring, honest, fair, and open in their action. They maintain clear ethic standards even under pressure. The second one is ethical leader go beyond personal morality. They make ethics part of their leadership by communicating value and role modeling ethical behavior. Authentic leadership. Authentic leadership is about aligning value, belief, and action inspired by the idea of the teen own self be true. Authentic leadership involves self-awareness and consistent alignment of action with inner value. The study of authentic leadership has gained momentum recently because of beliefs that enhancing self-awareness can help people in organizations find more meaning and connection at work. Promoting transparency and openness in relationship build trust and commitment, and forcing more inclusive structure and practice in organization can help build more positive ethical climax. Servant leadership. It is a leadership style and philosophy whereby an individual interacts with others to achieve authority rather than power. There are 10 characteristics are often associated with servant leaders. They are listening, the empathy on listening effectively to others, empathy, understand others' feeling and perspective, healing, foster each person's emotional and spiritual health and wellness, awareness, understand their own value, feeling, strength, and weaknesses, persuasion, influence others through their persuasive. Conceptualization, integrate present realities and future possibility. Foresight, have a well-developed sense of intuition about how the past, present, and future are connected. Stewardship, steward who hold an organization resource in trust for the greater good. Commitment, develop toward being more responsible, caring, and competent individuals. Building community, help create a sense of community among people.
Good morning, Gabriel and Holman. How are you guys doing today?
I am doing good.
I can be better. How are your projects going along? I need these projects done by the end of the day.
Oh man, there's so much work to do. I know. I can't wait to finish this project.
A couple of hours later. Hey Harmon. Did you finish the project?
I'm still working on it.
I need you work late and finish the project.
I hate my boss so much. He is such a jerk.
Hey Gabriel. How is the project going?
I just finished it. I will have it on your desk soon.
Perfect. You can leave now early today. Great job on the project.
Yay! I get to go home early.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. Four general categories of attitudes and behavior seem to characterize the group. First, there is interpersonal behavior. They showed care, concern, and compassion for others. They tended to focus on the positive rather than the negative, and accepted others' failure. Next, basic fairness. They manifested in the fairness shown others. They were not only open to input from the others, but actively sought it. Next, ethical actions and self-expectation. They had themselves to high ethical standards and behave consistently in both their public and private lives. Next, articulating ethical standards. They articulated a consistent ethical vision and were uncompromising toward it and the high ethical standards it implied. Next slide. Ethical climates refer to those in which ethical standards and norms have been consistently, clearly, and precisely communicated throughout the organization and embraced and enforced by organizational leaders in both word and example. Next, unethical climates are those in which questionable or outright unethical behavior exists with little action taken to correct such a behavior, or worse, where such misbehavior is even condoned. Creating and sustaining an ethical climate. First, formal ethics policies and procedures. Certain formal policies and procedures are probably necessary if not sufficient condition for creating an ethical climate. Next, core ideology. An organization's heart and soul. It represents the organization purpose, guiding principles, basic identity, and most important values. Next, integrity. An individual whose outward behavior and inward values are congruent and transparent. Next, structural reinforcement. An organization's structure and system can be designed to encourage higher ethical performance and discourage unethical performance. Last one, process focus. There also needs to be explicit concern with process, not just the achievement of tangible individual, team, or organizational goals. Creating an ethical climate is not easy or just a matter of following simple recipe. Conflicts over values can arise even when an organization has clearly published values that are embraced by everyone. That can happen when employees and leaders have divergent perception of whether the leader's behavior embodies important corporate values.
Now move to the study case. Ethics is considered to be able to eliminate dirty business practice. According to professor at the Faculty of Business Economics, University of Indonesia, Cynthia Afriani Utama, there are still many companies that get around taxes, unclean policies, unethical culture. So he considered that it was necessary for an individual's ability or moral awareness to differentiate between right and wrong action. Ethical violation in business practice in Indonesia are a serious problem that can damage a company's integrity and reputation and destroy public trust. So, good strategies are needed, such as increasing awareness and training related to business ethics to prevent it. However, he reminded that cooperation between the government, business sector, and civil society is very important in fighting ethical violation and promoting fair and responsible business practice. Last but not least, summary. This chapter delves into the links between ethics, values, and leaderships. Ethics involves right conduct, and values are central to leadership within cultural contexts. More reasoning progresses through stage, guiding ethical action. Leadership is closely tied to specific value system, and there's a growing interest in fostering ethical organizational climates. Well, that's all from us, but before we end it, these are the last video from us. So check this out, and thank you for watching, and have a nice day all.
1,000 times I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but